Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today we are talking about Elon Musk potentially buying Cardano and Coinbase officially filing for IPO. Now you might be wondering why I have so many tabs open. Well, it's because I have a ton of articles talking about exactly this. Plus, we have some side notes, some stuff that's also important to talk about that isn't really necessarily about these two things specifically, but still are very important and that I had to include in this video. If you are enjoying the daily crypto news though, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And also guys, let me know down below if you actually own any ADA. Having said that, starting it off, Cardano's Merry Hard Fork is confirmed for March 1st. Now, even though we knew all of this already, there is a little bit more to say as to why Cardano is actually doing so good right now, why it's pumping every here and there, and literally why there's so much enthusiasm if you start to consider or think that they have a hard fork coming up in just a couple of days from now, right? A lot of people want to be involved with that. A lot of people want to buy in anticipation. And the biggest question that should be on your mind is, well, are people buying right now because of the news, which they'll sell again on March 1st? Or are they buying for Cardano's progress, which basically means they're buying right now, and on first and forward, they will only keep buying more, as they are just excited about the way it's paving, and they literally just want to have ADA. Or are they trying to get some quick little money? Well, that's not something that Elon Musk really cares about, I do not think. However, there are some speculations going around, as Elon Musk yesterday had a profile picture of a fork in a road, and he had a little bit of a bio here, which he has changed by now, but let's quickly see. Elon Musk changes Twitter avatar to a picture of fork in the road, and now the internet is having a panic attack. Garrett posted, Elon Musk has changed his Twitter avatar, and people can't work out what it means. I think he's referring to Merry Hard Fork on March 1st, Cardano, as he's saying metafork, which, logically speaking, fork in the road is one of the first sentences in Cardano's website. If you go to Cardano.com, well, they have a fork going on. Yeah, I definitely, I would say, get exactly where they're coming from, or at least why something along these lines has been posted. Now, of course, I already covered this stuff in a video on DustyBC yesterday, somewhere late. I don't know exactly what time, but somewhere late we already covered this partially, where we actually went over Charles Hoskinson's response to all of this. Because, well, yeah, he was pretty excited. He says, yes, they are talking about Cardano. Could be a joke, though, the way he did it. As, well, we will never know. It was just there for a couple of hours, I guess maybe even a couple of minutes. And we're not quite sure if he's trying to pull another meme, like, for example, what's happening with Dogecoin. He said about Dogecoin that he just talks about it because he loves to talk about it in terms of memes and just for fun. And maybe the same thing goes on for Cardano. Maybe he's just really here to meme that one too, as they are open to it. I'm not exactly sure. We can't really pinpoint it. All we can say is, well, he's definitely not afraid to meme around. He's definitely not afraid to let things be mysterious. And maybe it's his genius master brain that has thought this, 5 phases through and knows exactly where he wants to get to. As it could be that Tesla has already bought ADA and Ethereum for a very long while now. There's been multiple people speculating on that for a little while. I'm going to type here on the side, Elon Musk ADA, because I had another article on it, which I think might have been a little bit better, but no. Okay, so here on Reddit and everywhere, people are just talking about it from a couple of days ago and a couple hours ago and everything. Yeah, it's just been going on like crazy. Ton of people are speculating on it, but we don't really know exactly whether or not this is the truth or if it's just something else. It could literally mean 1,000 different things. We will not know. Then Bitcoin, an investment strategist at a $2.6 billion firm shares the 2 reasons why he thinks Bitcoin will fall to 25K by July and details why it will see a sharp recovery above $100,000 by year's end. So all I can say is these guys are always acting in their own self-interest. So even though I didn't even read any story, I don't even know if there is a story even. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a video. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what happened here. There's no story and there's no nothing, so that's a little bit stupid. Maybe they were updating it and I pressed it too early. I guess, no, maybe it's just gone. Oh, you have to buy it. All right, screw you guys, insider, screw you. Basically, the title alone was already interesting to me, as it's like these guys will almost always act in self-interest. For example, if they say, oh yeah, it's going to fall to about 25,000, that means, hey, you should sell it. And if it eventually going to go to $100,000, that means, okay, if the price actually is going down, you should buy it like crazy by the end of the year. Which could be that they are buying it, for example, right now for the next couple of months, and they want the price as low as possible, and they're trying to sell it at the end of the year, for example, maybe just before the end of Q4. Then Coinbase, because we can already finally move over, has done some crazy hiring and plans to continue. Well, obviously, right? They've gotten a huge increase in literally everything. Here you can see Coinbase says it is no longer having only one headquarter. The crypto firm is demoting its San Francisco office. Coinbase is saying San Francisco is no longer its official headquarters. Most of the company will have the option to stay remote post-pandemic, and it's not the first crypto company to pull off a decentralized workforce, as, well, logically speaking, for cryptocurrency related things which are solely online, that department at least, yeah, it's not that crazy that they actually don't have to be at a certain headquarter. In a different degree, they might also save a lot of money. Maybe that's what they want to go for. I don't personally think so, though, as their revenues, as you probably already saw here, are definitely quite insane, to say the least. Coinbase made $1.1 billion in revenues and $322 million in profit in 2020 and is pursuing a direct listing with suggestion that its valuation could hit as much as $100 billion, as, well, definitely deserved, as they are looking quite crazy as of this point. 13,000 Bitcoins withdrawn from Coinbase. Institutional investors still buying at 48K. One thing you should understand is whatever you're seeing in the market right now, it doesn't necessarily reflect what people are thinking. It doesn't necessarily reflect how much faith people have in crypto. It doesn't really necessarily reflect anything. It just shows what they want you to see. Because, well, you can see how much people are sitting around on the network. That stuff does not lie. But you can, in real practice, right? Or maybe you should say in theory, you can actually not see how much crypto somebody has bought and who sold that. For example, let's say we're talking about a 10,000 Bitcoin transaction. People always put it like, oh, 10,000 Bitcoin were just bought by somebody. Oh, wow. Well, is that wow or is that bad? Because it could literally be that somebody has just decided to sell 10,000, because if somebody tries to sell, another party, of course, must buy. So it really depends on who is selling and who is buying, whether or not this is a good thing. And another thing is, people don't remember that you can actually buy crypto without buying the underlying crypto. You guys get that? For example, if Grayscale bought crypto and all of a sudden people invest like crazy in Grayscale, they're not, purchasing crypto themselves. They're not having Bitcoin transactions, but they still own crypto. At least dependable on how you look at it. I personally think they own crypto though if they invest like that. And so, yeah, you will never see a transaction from them. And another one, I guess, would say part 3 is if they purchase crypto, for example, Coinbase, and it actually does not leave Coinbase, meaning they might have bought it, they might have been excited about it, yet once they never, or if they never leave the exchange, it will never show an outflow, right? So outflows are only positive if they are from an exchange to an unknown wallet, because that mostly means they're not planning to sell it, they're planning to hold it. But that's not always the case either, because it also could be a sale, could be a transfer of one person's money to another, which could literally be another sale or just something else. We don't really know exactly what it means. It could be everything, which is why I never attach too much value to it, just because you never really know what's going on. Now, I got a little bit more news about this listing, though. I have a ton of articles, as you can hopefully see right here. Coinbase S1 filing with the US SEC is now public. Crypto exchange Coinbase's filing for public listing with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission has now been made public. The Form S1 registration statement was filed under the Securities Act of 1933 on February 25th. It also includes a prospectus that attempts to offer investors an overview of Coinbase operations and economy. Among such details, the S1 form stated that Coinbase earned cash and equivalents of $1.1 billion last year. As of 31st December, they said it twice, 2020, Coinbase customers traded more than $465 billion on its platform since inception and stored over $90 billion worth of assets across the platform. The Coinbase team claimed that they acquired this growth with minimal outbound sales and marketing effort since inception. Over 90% of Coinbase retail users apparently found the exchange organically or through word of mouth. Well, one fun fact is whenever I go to a US VPN, I will always, let's say once every 30 minutes, get a Coinbase ad. I don't know if that's a fake really or if that's their ad, but I get it very freaking often. Just a little quick side note that I noticed when I was thinking here about the fact that they say, oh, we're not really doing too much ads. And guys, I just broke my underpants. What's the name called in English? I think underpants or something like that. The draws, draws. I don't know the name. I think it's underpants, but that sounds a little bit stupid. The thing you have under your pants. That's logically what I'm trying to refer. I just was poking it a little bit. Now there's a big hole. Damn. All right, that goes in the trash bin then. Screw me. Why did I do that? Okay, that's a waste. It's perfectly new. it's the first time I'm wearing it. I just poked a hole inside. Should I sue it? Or, I mean, let it sue, or should I throw it away? I think I should just throw it away, because I guess I've messed it up. But I think a lot of you guys will say it depends on how big the hole is, huh? Yeah, I guess that says something. What a waste. No way. How could I guess it's my nails, right? When I'm recording, I sometimes just fiddle a little bit with the side of my thigh, basically. And in this case here, I was just poking a little bit into my underpants between like the rim of the upper part of the underpant and just whatever. All right, it's a little bit of a side story. I guess you guys don't care about that at all. I was getting a little bit of a rant going here. But yeah, huge amount of people found it. Coinbase intended to become a publicly traded company after it proposed a direct listing of its Class A common stock to the SEC. The crypto firm led by CEO Brian Armstrong is a prominent exchange based in the US with $1 billion daily volume. And Masari had then valued the company back then at about $28 billion. Right now it's about 77, and people are still thinking it can get to $100 billion. Yeah, that's really pretty crazy. Really pretty crazy. Coinbase files for direct listing after revenue more than doubles in 2020. And I'm even thinking, can this guy become the richest man on earth? You might be thinking, Dusty, what are you talking about? Well, I'm again excluding Satoshi Nakamoto really, but if you think about how big Robinhood got and how big those founders got, think about how big this guy, the co-founder of the biggest crypto exchange, which will grow rapidly in the next couple of years still. I don't know if he's already a billionaire. I'm assuming so. Again, we can't really tell, but once the IPO goes through, he'll definitely be a billionaire at least. But again, I have no idea on how many stock he actually has or what part he has in the company right now. But, if you think, man, I'm not actually, no, I can't really quote on that. But I'm just thinking, if he already has almost $100 billion valuation right now, well, it can really become a $1 trillion company in almost no time, because this is just the start of everything, right? It's just the start of the start even. Yeah, I'm definitely quite interested in seeing this unfold. I think it's going to be pretty damn big. Then Coinbase listing, biggest risk factors, another crypto winter, which is something you should understand, right? Coinbase right now is doing really, really properly, mostly on the idea that crypto is doing splendidly, just amazing. If crypto decided to just have a huge pitfall and have a huge correction, we'll most likely see the same thing happening for Coinbase, where a lot less people are going to be trading it, right? Again, obviously. So if you have that in the back of your head, well, right now it's worth $77 billion. If we get a bear market going on next week, tomorrow, whatever, well, logically the price will drop, right? The price will go crazy. So yeah, keep that in the back of your head. Just keep it in the back of your head that something like that may happen and that you may lose a lot of money if you actually buy the stock, if stuff goes bad in the near future. And the last one was the same thing. Files for IPO amid cryptocurrency boom. It's a very smart listing. They obviously just waited for this to happen. And pretty good choice on them. Let's hope for them that the prices do not plummet, but we'll see. Thank you guys all for watching. See you guys again in another crypto video. And take care, everybody.